Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k19 Universe Mine. My name is BrendenPlayz, and tonight we're going to see our NXT champion Adam Cole in action. We're also going to hear from our general manager Shawn Michaels. He has a big announcement to make. But first, this week's main event will see Ascension take on Titus Worldwide. Goldust will go one-on-one against Ty Dillinger, and The Miz will go one-on-one against The Big Show. Tough clash between those two superstars there. Well, it is Titus Worldwide with a victory. Goldust gets a win over Ty Dillinger, and also The Miz with a big victory over The Big Show. This week on NXT, Mandy Rose will go one-on-one against Kairi Sane. Bianca Belair will take on Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke desperately needs a bit of momentum. She's coming back to NXT to try and do it. Velveteen Dream and Pete Dunne, they'll team up to take on Johnny Gargano and Cedric Alexander. A bit of an odd pairing there, but we'll see how that fares. Lars Sullivan will be in action. He'll be facing Hideo Itami one-on-one. Itami, he's just like Dana Brooke. He needs a win. Can he get it over Lars Sullivan, the monster, the freak? Adam Cole will go one-on-one against Tyler Bate. That should be a good contest. That'll be our main event tonight, the champion in action. Kairi Sane gets a victory over Mandy Rose. Bianca Belair knocks off Dana Brooke. Velveteen Dream and Pete Dunne, their tag team, they worked pretty well. Johnny Gargano and Cedric Alexander couldn't get the win there. And now let's go and see Lars Sullivan versus Hideo Itami. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The freak, this monster Lars Sullivan on his way to the ring. This guy, he's scary. Simple as that. This guy could be anything here in NXT. The thing that makes him so dangerous is the fact that, well, there's not a lot of big frames going around NXT right now, and Lars Sullivan does have the size factor about him, the strength that he'll be able to utilize to overcome his opponents. Look at the current NXT champion Adam Cole, much smaller in size compared to Lars Sullivan. Aleister Black, a contender, he's also smaller. There's not a lot of guys that really match up to Lars Sullivan there. So that's the edge that Sullivan has right now, and against his opponent tonight, Hideo Itami, that'll be a big factor in this matchup. Lars Sullivan, I feel like, could be the real deal here in NXT. He's still new to the game, so he's still learning his fundamentals. But every time we see Lars, I feel like he's improving and getting better and better and more impressive. This man, Hideo Itami, the Japanese sensation, a man who's obviously come over from Japan and looked to make it big time here in the WWE. He's come close. He's been a big factor here in NXT over the last number of years, but he's moved up to the main roster. He went to Smackdown. Of course, he had a memorable rivalry there with Chris Jericho. But ever since that feud, things haven't been quite going his way. He tried to capture the Intercontinental Championship, but Braun Strowman was the champion at the time, and that was always going to be an uphill battle. So Itami just couldn't beat that monster. He's got another one to deal with here tonight, so we'll see how he fares against Lars Sullivan. Itami was drafted to Raw, and since then, he hasn't had that many opportunities either. Hasn't had a lot of success, Hideo. And, of course, the brands SmackDown and Raw do have a partnership with NXT, so superstars are eligible to come back to NXT to compete if they feel as though they need a bit more time, a bit more opportunity. And this is exactly what NXT will offer. And someone like Hideo Itami, who has had success in NXT in the past, can utilize this new experience that he's been given on the main roster and bring that back down to NXT and find what's missing. Sometimes all you need is a win. You know, if you're on a bit of a bad run, a bit of a losing streak, if you could just find a victory, things will turn around pretty quickly as he gets clotheslined to the outside of the ring. Lars Sullivan utilizing his power there. We saw Dana Brooke in action earlier on as well. She's another superstar who's desperately looking for a victory. She missed out tonight. We'll see if Itami can pick up one here. But if Itami can beat Lars Sullivan, that's obviously a big win on its own. But if he can beat him, thump to the eye, he can take that back to Raw and apply it. Just a bit of confidence and start to really get a bit of self-belief in himself again. And that's what you got to do. As now he's down for the count. Could be it here, referee in position. No. And as we said, Hideo Itami had a pretty tough rivalry there with Chris Jericho. In the end, Itami pretty much got the better of Chris Jericho. It was a really, really close battle. And that kind of put Hideo Itami on the map. Itami really targeted Chris Jericho as the guy that he wanted to make an example of. He wanted to really beat him down badly and just kind of prove that, well, he's here, he's arrived at the big stage, and he's the real deal. But as we said, he just kind of fell away, looked to become the Intercontinental Champion. Great power there by Lars Sullivan. But it was some tough competition at the time, and he's facing that same type of deal now on Raw. There's the likes of Elias, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Roode. There's, the referee gets bundled over. John Cena, Braun Strowman still in the mix. So there's a lot of good superstars there. Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, and there's plenty more. Hideo just can't seem to break through all those other guys. So that's why it's a perfect opportunity for Hideo. You know, there's a lot of new superstars here in NXT, and a lot of superstars who've moved up to the main roster. Which means there's an opening right now in NXT. We don't have an opponent for Adam Cole for the next TakeOver special, NXT TakeOver at number 11. We don't have an opponent for him just yet. So what that means is that there is an opening for someone to pick up a couple of victories, and all of a sudden, they could be in the mix for a championship opportunity. That's how quickly it could come. And Lars Sullivan's looked pretty good. Andrade Cien Almas tried to make an example of Hideo Itami. And, you know, Aleister Black still hanging around. Velveteen Dream looking pretty good. So there's a good crop of superstars around, but no one really putting their hand up just yet. It's now Hideo might be about to do that with the GTS, but as you can see, the hand on the rope there. Lars Sullivan reached out and was able to find it, of course, the rope break, and survive. I don't know if it would have been able to get him down for 3 anyway. It's pretty early on the match. Lars! What a big slam! Could be it for Hideo. And the shoulder is up. Lars in a bit of disbelief, but it is early days, and most of the offense has come from Hideo Itami. So Lars Sullivan hitting that big, tilt-the-world slam, if you will. Again, he just couldn't quite put him down for 3 because he hadn't done the lead-up and not done enough damage. It's all well and good if you hit your best move, but you know, you can't just rely on that. Some guys can. I mean, you know, if you like the Big Show and you get choke slammed up that high from that height and that much power, there's not a lot you can really do. You're going to be down for 3. But sometimes you got to wear your opponent down just enough and then go for your big move. And Lars Sullivan, as we said, still working on the fundamentals, still working on the basics. You know, he's got this raw power and strength that he can use, as you can see right now. Itami into the corner. He can use that power and strength to win a lot of his matchups, but when it comes to taking on a guy like Hideo Itami, you need a little bit more than that. Itami's got all the technical ability in the world to really match up, and he hits you harder than just about anyone on the roster when he comes to his strikes. So you've got to be prepared when you face him. It's now Lars Sullivan off the top. It's the headbutt. Lars bringing that aerial into his game, and that's not a bad idea if you're Lars Sullivan, because your opponent will generally not expect to see that. So when you got Lars Sullivan coming down off the top rope, it is a scary sight, if it wasn't already. What a big boot there by Hideo Itami. Right in the corner, and Lars Sullivan is down. Lars quickly losing momentum here. He had this match in his hands, and Hideo has found a way to work his way back into it. Lars Sullivan, as we said, little errors creep into his game. That's been his big problem. His tactics have not quite worked out the way he would have liked, and he's just got these small little mistakes that he makes and allows his opponents to work themselves back into a match. And if Lars can correct that, I tell you what, he will be a real threat. And all that just takes is some experience. And Lars Sullivan hasn't even had a full year under his belt here in Universe Mode. Been around for a bit of time, but you know, you give him give him a little bit more time, and look, he could be anything. That's the real deal right there. And Lars Sullivan right now is in a close battle with Hideo. What does he have to do to put him away here? Lars Sullivan's going to try and find that now. He's gone for that slam earlier on. It worked out pretty well, but didn't quite get the 3. As he go for that one again, Hideo's in the corner. Now the shoulders. Slowly ramming it into the midsection, and now the big strike to the back. Hideo Itami's in a bit of pain. Well, for Hideo, he needs this. He's in some trouble. He needs this win badly, but it might be about to go into the favor of Lars Sullivan. What a huge slam. 2. That's it. Lars Sullivan with a victory. So the Freak gets it done tonight. It's not going to be Hideo Itami's night at all. Hideo, well, you want to talk about going back to the basics, the fundamentals, that might be what he needs to do. He's failed again tonight, and things just aren't working out for him. In contrast, Lars Sullivan's getting better and better. Every time we see him, this guy gets more and more confident and just starts to really beat his opponents down with even more ease. This guy, I really believe, could be NXT champion at some point. A little bit more time, learn his own game a little bit better, perfect it, and this man will be almost impossible to beat. Adam Cole, watch out. I don't know if Lars Sullivan will be the next man in line, but I tell you what, he can't be too far away. That is for sure. Lars Sullivan, what a victory for him here tonight. Knocking off Hideo Itami. Well, we shift gears, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the NXT General Manager, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. HBK is in the house tonight. He says he's got a big announcement to make regarding NXT's future. So I'm not sure what that will be, whether that is an announcement of what the next TakeOver main event will be. I'd like to hope so. I'm really curious to see. Lars Sullivan with a big victory a moment ago. It could be that. Who knows what else Shawn Michaels has got himself cooking. Shawn Michaels, the general manager of NXT, has been GM for a while now. And I tell you what, he's done a great job in continuing to make NXT interesting despite the fact that his superstars are always moving up to the main roster and having success up there. Michaels continues to find ways to keep the talent coming and keep the talent getting better and better and better. Shawn Michaels here tonight. Bit of a rare appearance for him, but he's got a big announcement to make. So let's find out what exactly Shawn Michaels has to say about the future of NXT. Over the last number of weeks, I've been in contact with a Raw and Smackdown general manager about NXT's opportunity to be a part of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And after a lot of deliberation between the two general managers, an agreement has been reached. NXT will be a part of the Money in the Bank ladder match for both the men's and the women's ladder matches. Monday Night Raw will give a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match to NXT in the women's Money in the Bank, and SmackDown will give a spot to NXT in the men's Money in the Bank. So both brands are giving out one of their spots for NXT. And I want to make sure that everybody in NXT knows that this spot is available to everybody. I don't care who you are, whether you're the champion or not. This is an opportunity for everyone. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be evaluating all the talent. And I want to see who truly deserves this opportunity, who truly has the best chance in NXT of claiming the Money in the Bank briefcase. Because we saw a couple of seasons ago when Finn Balor represented NXT and successfully won, what that does to NXT. It gave us a lot of new attention, a lot of new eyes, and I want to try and replicate that again this year. So I want to know who is the best woman and who is the best man to represent NXT at Money in the Bank, and over the next few weeks, I will decide who will be in that match. As for NXT TakeOver number 11, NXT TakeOver 11 will take place not too long after Money in the Bank, which means we need to find out who will face Adam Cole for the NXT Championship. We've got a lot of new superstars here in NXT, and I just can't find the right guy at the moment that deserves a one-on-one opportunity against Adam Cole, because the problem is, there's a lot of guys right now that deserve an opportunity against Adam Cole. So, this is what I'm proposing. A triple threat match will take place. Now, we just saw Lars Sullivan pick up a fantastic victory. So I think Lars Sullivan will be in the mix, but I want to see other guys step up as well, such as Velveteen Dream, Aleister Black, and the list goes on and on. So I'm opening this up as well to the NXT roster. I want to know who deserves to be a part of this triple threat match. There's 2 spots available, and I'm open to anybody to take them. So with all these newcomers in NXT, it's time that we find out who truly stands above the pack and who will be the future of NXT. And over the next few weeks, I intend on finding that out. 2 massive announcements have been made. A triple threat match at TakeOver 11, and there will be 2 representatives from NXT in the Money in the Bank ladder matches for the men and the women. We've got a spot in each of those matchups for NXT. That is huge. Well, I'll tell you what, Shawn Michaels might be the king of making deals in Universe Mode. How he made this happen, I have no idea. But yes, somebody from NXT will represent in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match and also in the women's match as well. And it could be Adam Cole. There is no limits. Shawn Michaels said it's open to anybody. TakeOver 11 is scheduled to take place after Money in the Bank, so it gives an opportunity for Adam Cole to potentially be a part of the Money in the Bank ladder match, then shift his focus over to his championship defense here in NXT. I tell you what, if he wins Money in the Bank, he could do what Finn Balor did and leave NXT and become the WWE champion and change his career in a night. That would be absolutely huge. Well, he now knows he's got to defend his championship at TakeOver 11 in a triple threat match. So Shawn Michaels has said that he's evaluating talent over the next few weeks to figure out who that will be. And you don't get much of a better opportunity if you're Tyler Bate right now. If you beat Adam Cole tonight, well, you'd have to say he'll be in that triple threat match without a doubt. What an opportunity this is for him. This has got to be perhaps the biggest match in his short career here in NXT. He's had a bit of dealings with the Undisputed Era. Of course, he faced Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish at the recent TakeOver 10 special. His tag team partner was Trent Seven. Well, Trent Seven's away in a UK tour right now, which means Tyler Bate's all alone. And he gets to rekindle this rivalry here with the Undisputed Era. This time he faces the leader, Adam Cole, one-on-one. Great to see Adam Cole here in action tonight. We get a real chance to see where he's at right now, what he can produce, and whether or not he deserves to be a part of this upcoming Money in the Bank ladder match. I think Tyler Bate went a little bit low there to begin, and that's sort of not a strategy you would kind of teach, not one in the textbook, but if the referee didn't see it, when you come up against the champion, I suppose you're going to do what you're going to do. But gives Tyler Bate the good start here, as now he's going to head to the second rope. What's he got planned? Maybe a big start here. Oh, what about the power? Oh my goodness, Tyler Bate, this kid has started tremendously. This could be it already. Adam Cole's down, referee a little bit slow, could cost him, but only gets the one. I think he would have got 2, maybe 2.5 if the referee had got there a little bit closer, a little bit sooner in time. But what a start for Tyler Bate. We saw him in a tremendous match against Pete Dunne not too long ago, and he looked fantastic in that matchup. And I gotta say, whether it's Money in the Bank or this championship matchup, I think Tyler Bate would be a tremendous pick for Shawn Michaels. He's very young. He's got a lot of time ahead, but what better time to kind of throw your money at Tyler Bate? You give him an opportunity. I think he really will back you up pretty nicely, and if you get behind the kid, who knows? He could be the star of NXT for years to come. Could be the star of the WWE for years to come. That's the opportunity that Tyler Bate's got for himself here, and that's the potential that I think he could really capitalize on if given the opportunity. Oh! And head first, there's Kyle O'Reilly. Just kind of brought a steel chair in the ring. Referee didn't see it. Adam Cole in a tough battle right now, and Kyle O'Reilly realizing this, he's distracting this referee, and it's allowing Tyler Bate to use the chair, and he's used it on Adam Cole. Throws to the outside. I don't know how the referee didn't see it. He kind of had one eye on the match and one eye on Kyle O'Reilly. Maybe he's blind in one eye. I don't know, but he didn't see the chair shot. But in the end, Kyle O'Reilly, well, he brought it in for his leader. It didn't work out too well for him. As now, it's going to work out pretty well for Adam Cole here with a superplex off the top. What a fast start to this matchup. Both guys are giving it their all early on. Adam Cole's been on the defense, but finally gets a big move in. And he might be able to shift gears now. Well, Lars Sullivan with the victory early on. We've talked about Velveteen Dream. He looked fantastic last episode of NXT. Aleister Black had an opportunity recently at TakeOver and missed out. Unsuccessful in that big NXT TakeOver 10 special. He missed out on that one. But there's certainly some good names hanging around. I mean, you got a guy like Johnny Gargano. I know he's the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, but I reckon he could obviously be an NXT Champion as well. I think he's got what it takes to take that next step to the top as well. So let's not sleep on him either, but he might have a big title defense to take over to worry about himself. But NXT TakeOver is scheduled at the moment to take place after Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is about 4 weeks away, so a little bit of time to go until NXT TakeOver. And Shawn Michaels has scheduled NXT TakeOver to be, well, a little bit more in advance than usual. Normally, NXT TakeOver happens every 6 weeks here in Universe Mode, but this one around about the 8-week mark, just simply because he's got so many new superstars here in NXT. He wants to get a look at them all, and that's the big issue. Lots of new guys coming in, a lot of guys leaving as well. It's difficult for Shawn, and he wants to make sure that he can evaluate the talent with enough time and really pick the rightful and deserving superstars to get these opportunities at the big TakeOver special. So we'll be seeing some new superstars potentially in some big matches at TakeOver. That's the exciting prospect, and Tyler Bate is certainly one of those new guys around. And he's got a huge opportunity right here tonight to beat Adam Cole, potentially book his place at TakeOver. We know there's some new tag teams. Heavy Machinery has looked pretty good. Big victory over the Mighty. They could potentially be taking on Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish there, the other members of the Undisputed Era. So let's not sleep on them. Street Profits are always around as well. We're hearing the War Raiders. They're not too far away from coming back from their Japan excursion and heading back here to NXT. That could be a big news as well, and that could be a real threat. EC3, he's also around as well. We've seen a bit of him here in Universe Mode, and he's looked pretty good. But just like some of the others, he's been working a lot of independent dates, finishing up those bookings that he's been made. So he's got a little bit more work to do before he heads back to NXT as well. So, and obviously, it's left a big hole here in NXT, a big gap for a lot of the new up-and-coming stars to potentially get a big opportunity here. So a lot of the top names have moved on or not available at the moment, which means, well, you never know who's going to take these chances. And that's the beauty of it. That's the exciting prospect. And, I mean, it could even be someone from Raw or Smackdown heading back to NXT and taking the most of an opportunity. Oh, big knee there by Cole. And Adam Cole talk a bit of trash to Tyler Bate as well. Yeah, so it could be someone from Raw or SmackDown heading back down to NXT, looking to kind of regain a bit of momentum in their career or salvage what's left of it. We know some superstars are in that situation where they're struggling so much. As a big shining wizard there by Cole. That could be it. Hold that thought. Adam Cole to get the job done. Oh, he's only just got the shoulder up. Adam Cole thought he had it done. Now heads to the top. Tyler Bate is in a lot of trouble. Adam Cole, big splash, but the knees are up. He may be young, but that is an experienced move by Tyler Bate who connects there. Adam Cole's down. Kyle O'Reilly in the corner distracting the referee, and that will cost Tyler Bate this chance to win this match. He could have had the match won right there. Well, I wonder if Shawn Michaels will take that into consideration at the 3-on-1 situation. Then basically, that's what it is. Tyler Bate's got no real chance of beating the Undisputed Era in a 3-on-1 situation. You know, Adam Cole, he's got his guys to help him out here when things get tough. That's the beauty of having some strong friends in your corner. Unfortunately, Tyler Bate's friend Trent Seven is not available at the moment. And Tyler Bate feeling that right now as, oh, what a heel kick. Spinning heel kick, landing it right on the face of Adam Cole, and he's hurt. Adam Cole can't find that right hand. Bobby Fish getting a little close over there. Keep an eye on him. Counter 6 now. Adam Cole, oh, head first into the ring post. Counter 7. I think Cole will happily take a count-out victory, but he will throw him back in the ring. I think Adam Cole, a little bit frustrated, I think. This youngster is perhaps getting the better of him right now, and Adam Cole trying to make the most of this chance now as he's going to put his feet on the rope. Referee's not seeing it, no surprise, but he does kick out. Well, there you go. That's desperation for mine. Adam Cole desperately trying to beat Tyler Bate. He'll do whatever it takes right now. He wants this match over and done with. He's feeling a bit threatened. Tyler Bate came out so strong out of the gates, and he's been pretty consistent ever since. Adam Cole hasn't been able to get the better of him for a long period of time. The backstabber there, using the top rope for more elevation, that could be it. Tyler Bate is in a lot of pain. Can he fight through that pain? And oh, another one! Another backstabber, and the distractions from O'Reilly just continue to come, and Tyler Bate can't help but get himself drawn into it, and that I think is a bit of an inexperience on display there. Just forget about Kyle O'Reilly. If he's talking some trash, leave it alone. If he's undoing the turnbuckle padding, forget about it. Now Adam Cole off the top. Lining up Tyler Bate here. Trouble. Crossbody. No, hang on. What about the power? Tyler Bate with a slam. What a counter there. He rolled through, picked up Adam Cole and slammed him down. And now, oh no, he gets met with a clothesline. Adam Cole, what a takedown there. And he had to make that one because Tyler Bate was thinking about something big. Now Adam Cole drives the knee into Tyler Bate one more time. The hook in the leg now. Will this be it? Tyler Bate's got to hang in there. And he does. This kid's got some fight left in him. And what a night this could be. If he beats Adam Cole, he might just get himself a title shot in the future. He needs this victory. But what can he do? He's got the other two guys outside the ring constantly distracting the referee. The odds are certainly against him right now as he picks up Cole. Adam Cole, though, I think he just got a little bit too much hang time, and Adam Cole able to land on his feet, hit the neck breaker from behind. Another mistake there by Tyler Bate. How much will that cost him? In the corner now. And Adam Cole. Oh, boy. Oh, shot to the midsection. Here we go. Adam Cole lined him up. Flips through. Oh, my goodness. Adam Cole picks up the win. My God, what a move. That is Adam Cole at his finest right there. He just flipped through from the corner, lined him up, and oh, I don't know if Tyler Bate will be able to get out of bed tomorrow. That's going to hurt badly. Adam Cole, what a move down the corner. That flip through into that pile driver, if you will. Wow, Adam Cole. What a star this guy is. He's the NXT champion for a reason. He had a really tough battle in his hands, but he found a way. Yeah, by hook or by crook. But at the end of the day, he picked up a crucial win for himself, and that may leave Tyler Bate out of contention for the triple threat match. We'll have to wait and see. I feel like he gave it everything he had tonight, and he was close. In a triple threat situation, I feel like he could get it done. So don't sleep on Bate yet, Shawn Michaels. Leave him in contention. I think he could be the guy you're looking for. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for this edition of Universe Mode. Money in the Bank is coming away pretty soon. Two men are already confirmed in that match. Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins, both from Smackdown. And of course, one more member of Smackdown will be announced, and 4 members from Raw yet to be announced. And of course, 1 member from NXT. So we'll find out in the next few weeks who they will be. Of course, 8 women will be a part of the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match as well. First time ever here in Universe Mode. All that plus much more in the next few weeks of Universe Mode coverage. Do not miss it. Leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to see more. Follow me on Twitter at BrendenPlayz for more Universe Mode updates and more from me. And check out the website BrendenPlayz.com for all your championship history and the roster pages plus much more. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video.